I'm running company. I set the mission and vision for us to achieve, for us to meet. And we are a sustainability consultant. And I'm not sure how many of you are aware of the issues in Japan, but we have urban planning, urban setting issues, also social equity, social security issues. Our city is not walkable and bikeable at all. And aging society, aging population, another social issue has to be addressed. Recently, disparity between the rich and the poor is widening. This is the first experience for Japan, I think. And children of the poor family don't have equal opportunity of the better education recently, and that is partly because their parents and their grandparents are not financially sound situation. That happened because the length of life is long in Japan, 81 years old for male and 86 years old for the female. And the social security system was not designed based on that longer length of life. So we don't have enough Medicare and Medicaid. We don't have enough, we have no affordable housing in Japan. And the quite bad thing is the combination of unwalkable, city and aged, population. Some aged people have it's natural, but they have a deterioration mental. They don't know what they are doing, right? But they still have to drive to get the food, daily needs. They have to drive in unwalkable cities. Sometimes terrible accident is happening. So some aged people who has the deterioration mental drive over the sidewalks and hit the pedestrian, the kids. That's happening, not unusual. This is terrible, and Futago Tamago LEED project, that was excellent project, but couldn't get the credit for bicycle facility and the bike lane credit. Also, it couldn't achieve the affordable housing credit. So it is suggesting something. By using LEED, we are finding out what we are missing in the country. Because of the success of Futago Tamagawa LEED project, as I mentioned, several more municipality and mindful developers wants to renovate existing neighborhood into green by using LEED-ND. And the LEED-ND could give us very good guidance, and of sustainable, what a sustainable neighborhood should be. I think, a more and more success case will probably, stimulate people's mind and what is the right goal. The project was excellent. Public access to, quality transit, public transportation is excellent. Density and also walkable street is excellent. That was designed and driven by railway company Tokyo Corporation and also a LEED development organization, and spent a lot of time, total, the length of the LEED development took 30 years, so very well designed project. Yeah. And in the future, I have a good story, and I think that green building trend will be accelerating. The good story number one is we have a very big real estate markets, and a huge amount of money is inflowing into the market. Right now, REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust, is the second largest in the world, next to the States. And second good story is ESG, investment style, E, environment, social, governance. As you know, the investment style, which is conscious about ESG, is becoming a mainstream. And the largest pension fund in the world, which is GPIF, Japan, Government Pension Investment Fund, made a signatory on United Nations Principles of Responsible Investment, PRI, 2 months ago. That was announced by Prime Minister Abe at the United Nations General Assembly in New York 2 months ago. So I think the fact that GPIF signed on PRI means all the money manager, property investor has to follow the trend. They have to follow the ESG conscious investment style, which includes property investment. And number 3, GRESB, which is one of the GBCI scope. GRESB is getting popular and popular, so those good stories are combined and could trigger the good acceleration towards green building LEED, I think. From a long time ago, at the Kyoto Protocol, Japan has been making effort to reduce the CO2 carbon emission. And right now, the government made a commitment to reduce carbon by 26% by 2030. And the transportation sector and the industry sector has been reducing the carbon emission gradually and continuously. But the building sector is the only exception. Still, the emission is increased. We have to do something. Then, by using green building rating system like LEED and CASB in our country, building sector has a lot of room to reduce the carbon emissions. So people's awareness is increased, and the value of using green building rating system is also increased. And we are supposed to show more and more success case, building scale, both NC and new construction and existing building, also neighborhood scale is very important for us, I think. I think LEED is good because we can use it as a common language. It can, we can use it as shared measurement systems. And by using LEED, we can communicate, a bunch of different people, bunch of different layers of the people, and several totally different, industry people. I think that is most, valuable dynamics of LEED.